Hello friends, and welcome to yet another episode of Talking Timeshares with Timeshare Users Group. Today's topic, I just bought a new Westgate Timeshare while on vacation in Orlando. Did I make a mistake? This question came to us via email from a very distraught individual who felt they made a terrible mistake. Thankfully, they found Tug. This is not an uncommon story. We get it on an almost daily basis, and the answer is always the same. Yep, you made a real expensive mistake, and here are your options. Option 1. Try to rescind. Florida law provides you 10 days to cancel a new timeshare purchase. Other states usually a bit less, some a little bit longer, but these periods are always measured in days. So doing this immediately is vital. Do not pass go, do not collect $200, go immediately to the post office and mail in your rescission, even if you've missed the deadline by a short time. Find the section of your sales contract you signed and follow the instructions to the letter. After all, there's no real risk to you in trying, and you might get lucky. While there's a really low chance of that chance is not zero. Thus, it's worth the cost of a letter and a stamp. Westgate, like every other timeshare out there, is under no obligation to let you cancel outside your rescission period. So the other option is for you to convince them to let you out of your timeshare contract. You can consider being a squeaky wheel on social media, especially if you had a very negative interaction during your timeshare sales presentation, or the salesman flat out lied to you. Timeshares hate when this sort of negative information is shared on social media sites. Option 2, you can stop paying. While not ideal, and not actually something we recommend as a first choice, this does come with the usual risks and negative consequences of defaulting on any contract or loan payment. However, it is the only 100% guaranteed way out of your timeshare after you've passed your rescission period. As mentioned before, we don't actually suggest this course of action except as a last resort, but oddly enough, it's the most common strategy that exit and cancellation companies use to get you out of your timeshare. So it's important to address it, even if this option sucks. Exit and cancellation companies usually just dress this option up in much more clever marketing and in essence just trick you into stopping payment, implying that you cease all communication with your resort or tell them that you have hired XYZ company to represent you and thus all communication should go to them instead of you, including your maintenance fee bills. And you can probably guess what happens after you stop paying those. But hey, it got you out of your timeshare, didn't it? Option 3. Learn to use your timeshare and actually take those vacations that had interested you in the first place. Something about the timeshare attracted you and made you plop down a significant amount of money to buy it. The only realistic way to extract any value from your timeshare that you've already bought is to actually use it and take those vacations. But Brian, what about selling my timeshare? I just don't want it anymore. Unfortunately, you've got two really ugly things working against you on that front. The first being that a resale value of a Westgate timeshare is essentially zero, if not less than zero. Thus, it's not so much a matter of you selling it versus giving it away, or actually paying to give it back to Westgate. Second, back to that loan balance again. Unfortunately, because the resale value is zero, no one is going to take over your loan payment. In many cases, you do have the option to transfer that loan balance to another line of credit at your bank, and you might have the added bonus of having a much lower interest rate than the timeshare charged you in the first place. But at least without the loan attached, you now recover the options to either give it away or give it back to Westgate. But Brian, what about renting my timeshare out to cover my maintenance fees? Also technically an option. And while there are plenty of timeshare owners who do rent out their timeshares to offset or even make a profit on their maintenance fees, for a brand new owner with a Westgate timeshare in Orlando, you'd be lucky to break even. Options for selling and renting are covered in great detail in separate advice articles in the Tug website, and they're free and open to the public. I'll put links to them down below if you're interested in learning more. To wrap all this up in a nice little bow, this individual was able to rescind in time and get a full refund. So happy, joy all around. Sadly, this is the exception to the rule versus the norm, and so many owners are just not so lucky. It is truly my hope that this video is seen by future timeshare purchasers, so at the very least, they take a few more minutes to do a little more research before signing the contract to buy a new timeshare, so that they can discover these dirty little secrets that the timeshare industry would rather you not know. Until after it's too late, of course. After all, if this video was a timeshare sales pitch, no one would ever buy a new timeshare. Till next time, folks, thanks for watching.